I'm Michael Ferraro, executive chef and partner of Delicatessen and Macbar in New York City, and this is Dude Food. Today we're going to do a Mac Reuben. I have a saucepan preheated on low. I'm going to go ahead, add our butter, then equal parts flour. Whisk that together. Now what we're making here is something called a roux. This will thicken our sauce. You want to keep whisking till it's nice and smooth. Then you want to cook out the flour for about 1 to 2 minutes before adding your milk. I'm going to go ahead and raise our heat about medium to high, and I'm going to add our milk. So now we're creating the Béchamel, which is the mother sauce for all great mac and cheese. Once it comes up to a full boil, we want to lower the heat, continue whisking before we add our cheese. So here I have a Emmentaler, which is a good quality Swiss cheese. I have aged white cheddar cheese, yellow cheddar. Obviously, you can see here that an important thing in good macaroni and cheese is enough cheese. American cheese. Start to give that a whisk. And again, remember, you have to lower the heat at this point. As you can see, the cheese melts in fairly quickly. Okay, now I'm going to add mascarpone cheese. Okay, mascarpone cheese is a soft Italian cheese. Basically, it's made by milk, salt, and acid, and then it's left to hang. And what you're left with is a nice, rich, creamy cheese. The flavor is pretty mild, but it's going to add a beautiful velvet mouthfeel to this recipe. Okay, now I'm going to grate a little bit of nutmeg into our cheese sauce. Nutmeg is a very traditional ingredient when you're making a Béchamel. It really just helps all the flavors to pop. I'm also going to season this with some pepper and some salt. So here I have a pound of elbow macaroni that's been pre-cooked, salted boiling water. You want it to be a little bit al dente. Al dente actually means to the tooth. So when you bite into it, the center of the pasta is going to have a little bit of white ring. So you want it to be cooked a little under because we're going to bake this later for about 30 minutes. Our other ingredients that we have, small diced corned beef, sauerkraut, and we have more Emmentaler cheese that we're going to top with later. We're just going to mix our ingredients together. Okay, so you can see here that we're starting to build all the components of a Reuben sandwich. Kind of toss those around. Okay, now we're going to start in with our cheese sauce. And again, remember that this is going to bake. So as it bakes, the pasta is going to absorb up that cheese sauce. So you want to make sure that we have enough sauce. It's also going to thicken up a lot when the pasta absorbs the cheese sauce, and then some of that starch starts to mix with the cheese. This is smelling so good. At this point, I mean, I'd almost dig in right now, but definitely worth the wait when it comes out of the oven. Okay, so you can see that that's really creamy, incorporated fully. So I have our baking dish here that I'm just going to go ahead and transfer to. I'm going to spread this out evenly. And now for our cheese on top. So you want to make sure it's fully covered. So we're going to develop a nice kind of golden brown layer of cheese on top. So I have my oven preheated at 350 degrees, and we're going to pop this in there for 30 minutes. Okay, for our next step, we can't have a Reuben without rye bread, right? So here I have some rye bread that is small diced, and I lightly toasted it just till it's crisp. Here I have some Russian dressing and some toasted ground caraway seeds. Really get that rye flavor. I'm going to mix this all together, and then I'm going to put it on a sheet tray and toast it again. And this is going to serve as our garnish for our mac Reuben. Oh, this looks and smells amazing. I'm going to go ahead and put that on a rack. And now for our garnish, to officially make this a Reuben, we have our rye croutons. You can actually hear how nice and crispy that cheese is on top. Okay, and then our small dice of pickle. And I'm using half sour pickles, but use your favorite pickle. Okay, and that's what it looks like when we present. I'm actually going to scoop up some for myself here. And you can just hear that cheesy crust breaking through. And there we have it, two of my favorite things in one dish. A Reuben sandwich and mac and cheese. I'm Michael Ferraro, and this is Dude Food.
Oi, you there, love! Sitting on your Jack Jones waiting for a butcher's at the latest. Why would you eat that? Well, you can get a Captain Cook at it now. Revenge is a dish best served grilled. Watch spicy Thai food have its way with the Milkmaster. Everyone's doing it, but we do it better on the Why Would You Eat That challenge. We take this viral meme down one can at a time. Where can you find booze as strong as artisan New York City distillers? In the Navy. They asked me to sing that last part like the Village People, but I'm not gonna.
Subscribe for more free tasted treats.